Your name. Hey, turn around. You're under arrest.
Oh!
What seemed like
routine investigations suddenly escalated into dramatic and controversial arrests.
You put me in a picky situation because that almost sound like a setup.
You on parole or probation? Are you on parole or probation?
Let's delve into whether these individuals managed to evade punishment for their wrongdoings. A minor dispute suddenly sparked a disaster. What really happened?
Man, I was finna go call my. I'm finna go open the door. He gonna pay me, man.
What is the code?
7804076.
On July 4th, 2016, Blytheville police responded to a domestic dispute, but instead of diffusing the conflict, they sparked a chaotic incident that raised serious concerns about law enforcement practices in the community.
What's up, man? You won't let her get her stuff?
No.
Why not?
My house.
You know that if she's living there, you can't stop her from getting her own clothes.
Her name ain't on my lease.
Doesn't matter. She's staying there.
She's staying there.
She says she is.
Spent the night.
If she spent the night and then she's staying there, you can't stop her from getting her clothes.
I can stop her from going to my house.
Well, escort her in there to get her clothes where you can watch her. Look, man, I got other things I need to do than babysit you two. You too.
Ain't me.
Yeah, it is. You won't let her get her clothes. You're part of the problem. What's your name? Your name? You need to give me your name. If you don't, I'm going to arrest you for obstruction because I asked you to. I'm doing a case. She's called me over here. I'm on a case. Because I'm probably going to end up doing theft charges on her behalf for your clothes. So you need to give me your name.
Although the situation was a civil dispute over property and residency rights, officers forcibly ordered the man to allow the woman inside without a court order. When the man refused to show ID, the officer appeared to take offense and began retaliatory actions.
Give me your name. Your name. Hey, turn around. You're under arrest.
Oh!
Damn! What the hell, bro?
Oh, God.
What the heck up? Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Back up.
Why you did this shit?
Put your hands behind your back.
Bro?
Because I said he's under arrest. You can't walk him.
Man, you did not tell me I was under arrest.
I said you're under arrest. It's on
You ain't
video.
tell me that stuff,
It's
man.
on video. It's called obstruction. I told him he has to give you his name. He refused.
What I was finna go open my door. Call my daddy, man.
Back up.
Call my motherfucking daddy.
Back up!
What did I just say?
Move, man.
What?
What's his number? 7804076. 4076. Man, I was finna go call my. I'm finna go open the door and he gonna fucking tag me, man.
What is the code?
7804076.
You on parole or probation?
Man.
Are you on parole or probation?
No,
Yes or no?
I'm not.
Roll to your side.
Get them tasers out of my bag, man. Can't go open my
Walk
door.
to my car.
Let me get my shoe on.
Get your shoe on.
Hey, get that out of my bag.
Get it out of your back when I'm ready to get it out of your back.
Man, get that out of my bag.
When I get it out of your back, it'll be out of your back.
Can I get his stuff out of his pocket for him, sir?
I can get his keys to open the door. You can't lock me up because I'm going to open my door. Man.
I'm not. I'm locking you up for obstruction. I told you you need to
I
give me
was
your name
told
for
y'all was gonna
investigation. To give me your name.
I ain't even
That's
finna
called
give you
obstruction.
my name.
Yes. Look, you play them games. You're under
Come on,
arrest
man.
for obstruction.
I was going to open my door for her.
Give me a unit.
You can't get mad at me because I was going to open my
I'm
door.
mad at you.
Get that out of my bag, bro.
I'll get. You need to go over there.
Go on, bro.
Or you're gonna go with him.
I'm straight, bro. Go on.
Lee, get his car.
As the man turned around to unlock the door as initially instructed, the officer suddenly fired a taser into his back without a clear warning. What made the situation more controversial was the officer's later attempt to distort the narrative.
I'm finna glue the shit out of him, bro.
In line.
Can't me because I'm going to open my damn door.
Looks like you're walking away from me.
Man, I'm going to open my door.
Should have said something.
I ain't got to tell you nothing. Who for what?
Because investigation, dog.
Man, I ain't got to tell you nothing.
Okay. You stick with that story. I'll stick with
Man, just say you for nothing, bro.
it. Don't move.
Bro, take me into custody. You not.
You are in
finna have
custody.
it. Okay, man. Let this shit name. Take me up out of this stuff. I will when I'm done.
When I got a car here for transport, you'll get in it. When I get some gloves, I'll take those out of your bag.
You should not never hit me with them things, huh?
You should have did what you were told.
Going to open my door, that's what the
That's not
first
what you were
thing
going
Jesse
to
do.
do. No, you weren't.
What I was going to do, open my door.
Did you
can't
say
tell
I was
me.
okay? Let me go open my door, officer? No.
I walked off because I was going to
You
open my door,
walked
but I
off.
didn't get mad. No, I'm not mad, bro.
Yeah, you
That's
are.
why I'm going to open my door.
Face the car. Put your hips on the car and don't move. No, sir. It's on him. I ain't giving it to nobody. It's in his property.
Bro, because I was going to open my damn door. I'm going to sue the shit out their ass. And not save me because I'm going to open my goddamn door.
Put your hips on the car and don't
Hurry
move.
up, Dad. Shit.
Put your hips on the car and don't move.
Ain't save me because I'm going to open my goddamn door.
Put your hips.
Man, let me go. Shit.
Stay there, sir. Put your hips on the car and stay there.
The officer claimed he felt the man was about to flee, despite the absence of any clear attempt to do so. Shockingly,
it took nearly 7
it took nearly 7 minutes before the man received any medical assistance from the officers.
It's all
Yeah, it's off
business.
you.
off of her leg. What? Making sure it was off.
We gotta take these down. So you keep squirming, man.
It ain't no
You hold still, because like I told you to. Turn around.
Ain't that shit hurt, bro.
I'm fixing to fix it.
Turn around and lean over the car. Turn around and lean over the car so I can take these out of your back.
Man, you should
Don't move.
1, 2,
3. Double lock the cuffs, put them in your car.
Man, can you loosen these gloves? These things up, man. You gonna break my damn wrist. Hey.
Do you mind if you
I was gonna open my door, man. This man can't save me for going to open my door.
Delaying
Delaying medical aid while continuing to restrain a person in pain can be considered inhumane treatment or custodial abuse.
But the story didn't end there.
She did. She came over here. No, she does not. She just has to come and request me.
Okay, just talk.
All right, look.
Just talk to us.
They live together. She stayed the night. He refused to give her clothes back. I'm sitting over here doing paperwork. She came and got me. I came over there. He refused to give the clothes. I said, look, we got other things that we need to do other than babysit both of you over this simple situation. He goes, I'm not letting them let her get in her clothes. I said, you don't have the right by law to refuse to let her get her clothes. Well, I'm not letting her in. Escort her in, let her get her stuff so she can leave. That's what I told him. I asked him his name. He refused to give his name. I asked him 3 times. It's all on video. He started to get up to walk. He already was cussing with the child there. I warned him about that. That's disorderly conduct. I thought he was about to run from me. That's why he got tased. I had already said you're under arrest because he had not given his name. That's obstruction of government operation.
He walked though. I mean, was he running? He took 3 steps. Then you take.
I thought he was going to run. It's my perception, not your perception, my perception. That's why he was tased. It's simple as that. I tried to get you to step over here before, but you wanted to talk over here. And I would have put you down a report on refusal of property. Simple as that. Done, over with, and let them use it out. You charge me. He didn't want to go that route. He wanted to F this out. Alright? So I felt he was about to run from me. That's why he got he was turned and then started walking away. And I felt that he was about to flee. And I already said you're under arrest.
In Arkansas, U.S. trespassing can result in up to 30 days in jail and a $500 fine or up to 6 years in prison, and a $10,000 fine for repeat offenses or entry into restricted areas under Arkansas Code 539-203.
Before I got out of my car, my recorder was gone. It's all been recorded. All right? I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Just stuff.
He's in the car.
And they said I couldn't talk to him.
You can talk to him. Well, he's
They told me I
transported.
couldn't.
Well, they're gonna transport him. Like I told you, the recorder was running before I got out of my car. Matter of fact, back right after. You have to evict them through the garage. You can't hold their property hostage. It's just like, just 5 seconds. You kick you out, and you want to get your property, your clothes, so you can go to the hotel room. So everybody, so that's where we're at.
Okay, what do we need to do?
Bond them out.
The victim's family announced plans to hire legal counsel and sue for unlawful arrest and excessive force. The officers may face allegations of excessive force, false arrest, and constitutional violations under 42 U.S.C. 1983.
Next, in Wisconsin, officers allegedly made up a story to get revenge on an inmate who embarrassed them.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! All right, let's get some restraints on it. Stop resisting! Put your hand behind your back! Put your hand behind your back! Barnett! Put your hands behind your back now! I have the taser out, so don't be making any moves, all right?
Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Don't move.
I'm sorry, Dawes. I'm sorry, Dawes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
25-13, you want to report this too? Don't move, Barnett. Comply with the directives.
On October 25th, 2018, he allegedly spit on correctional officer Russell Goldsmith, and that became the reason for Goldsmith's brutal retaliation.
Reynolds, you got a leg?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Get your restraints on him.
Please,
Legs. How you got legs?
Go get legs now. Get legs. Don't move.
Is that a response?
We're gonna get him up. We're gonna take him out and get him in the restraint chair. Get the restraint chair ready. Comply with directives. I have my taser drawn, so.
Barnett tried to protect himself by curling into a fetal position, but it wasn't enough to shield him from Goldsmith's violence.
Comply with the directives, all right?
Yes, sir. Your spit mask on.
Get it on him.
I'm sorry.
He's out in the restraint chair in the day room. Let's move him over here. I want him over here.
Goldsmith then dragged him to another part of the cell block, kept him in a chokehold, and placed him in a restraint chair.
Goldsmith, 64, of Westfield, was sentenced to 18 months of probation for abusing a resident at a correctional facility and for misconduct in public office. Thompson, 47, of Reedburg, had his charge reduced.
So who was involved with that? Huh? Whatever you know, you know. It's not whatever I know. I don't think we got anything on him, but we could take him for obstruction, technically. Because he basically lied the whole time, saying there's no female ever in the car, so.
On August 25th, 2022, in Flagler County, Florida, an incident began when Flagler County deputies stopped a man near a rented U-Haul truck. According to reports, they had received a tip about a domestic violence incident involving a vehicle matching the description of the U-Haul. The officers immediately asked the man to provide information about the individuals in the vehicle and whether he was involved in the incident.
Technically. Because you basically lied the whole time saying there's no female ever in the car, so.
I don't know about that.
Okay. What's your name? What's your name?
Juan.
What?
Come here.
Who's in the car with you? Where's your buddy? Huh? You know exactly what's going on. Who is the buddy in the car with you?
I'm being arrested, right?
No, you're not being arrested. You're being detained. Who was in the car with you?
What's the reason of this?
I'm explaining it to you. We had a call with that U-Haul about some kind of disturbance. So who was involved with it? Huh?
Whatever you know, you know.
It's not whatever I know.
Let's go to Alpha Lima 73410.
Come over here for me, just so I can identify who you are, okay?
Alpha Lima 73410.
Do you have an ID on you?
Yep.
In your pocket, you said, right?
There's not one in the
Which pocket?
Not the correct vehicle.
Were you involved in some kind of disturbance or no?
Right here? Alpha Lima 73410, not one of the same? Correct. We were given Alpha Lima 50973.
During questioning, the man repeatedly stated that he knew nothing about the situation and was merely a bystander. Despite his claims, the officers continued to press him, demanding that he confirm the identities of those in the vehicle and provide details about the incident.
Look, you're not under arrest, okay? And I don't think you're the person that we're looking for, okay?
Oh, yeah.
But someone got called in. Was that you guys or no? They didn't give us your name.
No.
They gave us the name Mark.
I know nothing.
Neville Mark. How many people were in that? Just two? Or is there more than you?
I don't know.
There's never a girl in there.
Just me and him.
311 advised, the victim said the suspect should be wearing a red shirt.
Okay, you're not under arrest.
Yes,
okay.
sir. I know.
Like I said, that kind of matches the description. I guess the girl was beat up. So if you guys aren't involved, handcuffs come off and you're out of here. Okay. And like I said, you're not the name that we were looking for. They said Neville Mark.
Right.
When the man refused to cooperate, the officers began applying pressure by presenting him with an ambiguous choice. You can be a witness or a suspect. This statement left the man confused and raised questions about the officer's authority in determining who is considered a suspect based solely on verbal statements.
Stay right here real quick. Let me just check and then I'll get you out of this cuff.
Cousin?
What? You're in the green shirt? Where's your phone?
I don't got
He doesn't
that
have a
phone.
phone.
Yeah, because she has it. Listen,
Just a couple of $100 stuff in her place.
she said that you had nothing to do with it. So no matter what, you're probably
I tried telling him that. There was no female ever in the car with
She
you.
was not in the car. Even
beat
though
up.
the U-Haul's rented by her in Orlando, y'all went, him and her went to Jacksonville to pick you up and went back to Orlando. That ain't her? I hear you, but that means yes. We're not stupid.
You can't answer for me.
I'm not
Do you have the
answering for
U-Haul
you.
rental agreement?
Well, you're not
Well,
being
you could be a
cooperative
witness.
That's
You
the
could be a
difference.
suspect.
Hey,
You
if
don't
y'all
know.
treat me like a criminal, I'm gonna stand here like a criminal.
I'm talking to you though like you're not.
Don't just please. You're making me mad because I'm in cuffs
I
right
don't
now.
care if I'm
You
making
pulled
you
up
mad.
on me with guns.
Yeah.
I put up on me with a gun. Like I don't got time for you, bro.
You have the. You got it on 3. You got the picture up?
Although there was no direct evidence linking him to any crime, the officers decided to arrest him on charges of obstructing an investigation. The reasoning was that he had lied about whether a woman was in the vehicle. The officers claimed that he had provided false information, even though he had simply refused to answer their questions.
Huh? No, you can go for it. We got too scared. I don't think we got anything on him, but we could take him for obstruction, technically. Because he basically lied the whole time saying there's no female ever in the car, so.
I don't know about that.
Okay, that's your story. You can just take the ride, boss. All right. You don't know nothing. No one was ever in the car with you. No female was there.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said no female was ever in the car with you. We're here investigating a felony domestic violence case, okay? And you're obstructing our efforts.
I ain't. Y'all pulled up on me with guns. That's a lawsuit.
Okay.
If you want to be technical,
Okay.
talking about obstruction.
Okay.
Y'all pulled up on me with guns.
Okay.
I want to hear that in court that I'm obstruction.
Take an innocent bystander to jail. That's
Who
what
says
y'all
you're
are.
innocent? You lied to us the whole time.
I don't understand nothing you saying.
Why?
I don't understand.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a seat. Put your
We
legs.
were investigating a
I don't
felony
understand.
domestic violence case. You lied to us, said there was no female ever in the
I
car with
never
you.
said that.
The pressure did not stop there.
The officers
further coerced him by stating that if he cooperated and explained the situation, he would only be considered a witness. However, if he remained silent, he would be treated as a suspect and taken to jail.
Mr. Putnam, all right, look, I'm going to give you one chance if you want to talk your way out of the back of this car and explain to us what happened.
I'm a
Because look,
bystander.
she's saying that you're the one that's trying to like de-escalate things and that you're not even involved. Do you want to tell us what happened, or would you rather take the ride for obstruction?
Right for what?
For lying to us.
I didn't lie to you about nothing. What?
Not go to jail.
Jail for what?
Obstruction.
Obstruction for what? What'd I do?
For lying to that's what I'm asking you.
Okay, let me go.
Do you want to tell us what happened?
I want to go, bro. I
Okay.
just want to go.
Explain to us what happened, and then we can treat you as a witness.
These cases
show how easily power can turn into abuse when officers act out of ego or revenge. Without accountability, even minor disputes can escalate into serious civil rights violations. Hey everyone, what do you think about this situation? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and support us with a donation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Turn on your stomach! Turn on your stomach! Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach! I'm gonna shoot your dog! I'm gonna shoot your dog! Shoot your fucking dog! Come on! Judge, shoot him! The baton! Get on the ground now! Let go of the baton! Help me! Get on the ground! Let go of the baton!
A simple
argument over keys escalated violently when police arrived, turning a routine call into chaos. The officers' use of force and poor communication only made things worse, showing a lack of de-escalation skills. How many more incidents like this must occur before change is made?
Control Paul 4 in the blind. We'll be out with one male. Parking lot of 2 Sioux Chevron, either F or 11-5.
We're at the back.
The officers' immediate resort to aggressive tactics is deeply troubling. Threatening a non-compliant but unarmed suspect with a taser multiple times reflects poor judgment.
This excessive response escalates the situation unnecessarily, ignoring the possibility of a calm resolution. Why didn't the officers attempt to de-escalate first?
Don't run at me, bro. Hey, back up. You're gonna get tased.
What do you want?
I'm gonna fucking tase you.
What do you fucking
Deputy Cutler Sheriff's Department. I'm gonna tase you.
What?
Stop.
Get back in your car. Go.
Stop. Get on the ground. You're gonna get it again. Control Ball 4 taser deployed.
Come on, look at this fucker. Come on. Help me, somebody.
Get on the ground now. Get on the ground now.
Hey, try to take it.
Stop resisting. Get on your stomach. Turn on your stomach now.
The officer's threat to shoot the dog is deeply disturbing. Not only does it risk the animal's safety, but it also intensifies an already fraught situation. Using a defenseless animal as leverage is a violation of ethical conduct and animal rights. How could this behavior ever be justified?
Help me, somebody. Look at him.
Get on the ground now. Get on the ground now. Get on your stomach now. Get on your stomach. You're gonna get bit.
Turn on your stomach. Get on your stomach.
Hey.
Get on your stomach.
Jump with the dog.
I'm gonna shoot your dog. I'm gonna shoot your dog. Shoot. He's let go of the fucking baton.
Get on the ground now.
Let go of the baton. Help me.
Get on the ground.
Baton.
Here. Heads up. Get on the ground now.
Help me.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting! You're under arrest! Okay. Get his arm! Get his arm!
The police escalated the situation by using excessive force, including a taser. Despite the suspect's non-violent behavior, this response highlights a disturbing trend in law enforcement, where restraint is often ignored. Why did the officers feel such drastic action was necessary in a peaceful encounter?
Hey, we're 969, 969, 20. Hey. Public. Here we go. Stop. Get on the ground now! Stop resisting! Get on the ground! Okay. We need help. Okay. All right. Get it back. Stop fighting me! Stop fighting me! Can't. Stop fighting me!
The officer's actions clearly violated the Fourth Amendment, using excessive force without just cause. Deploying a taser and threatening a dog with deadly force was both unnecessary and dangerous, especially when there was no immediate threat. It's heartbreaking that those meant to protect were the ones to escalate the situation.
Control team, let's start CSP. Stop fighting me. You understand? Stop. Give us your hand now. Here, put that hand. Get on your back. Stop resisting. Put your hands behind your back. Stop fighting me. Stop fighting me. Put your hands behind your back. Now. Put it behind your back now. Now. Put your hand behind your back. Out.
The Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution protects individuals against unreasonable searches and seizures, prohibiting excessive force by law enforcement. In this case, the deployment of a taser on a non-violent suspect and the threat to shoot the dog may violate this constitutional right. Many states also have laws regulating the use of tasers, allowing their deployment only when a suspect is actively resisting or posing a threat. Since the suspect in this case was non-compliant but not threatening, the use of force may have been unlawful. Additionally, animal cruelty laws could be violated with the officer's threat to shoot the dog, as many states prohibit harm or threats to animals. Officers found guilty of excessive use of force may face departmental disciplinary actions, civil lawsuits, or even criminal prosecution. For animal cruelty, penalties could include fines, imprisonment, or community service, depending on the severity of the action and state-specific statutes. See how a Connecticut state trooper unlawfully detains a journalist at Bradley Airport, ignoring fundamental constitutional rights.
You should get to work.
I should get to work? Is that what you're telling me?
If you're busy.
You don't do it interference.
His body camera's on. His body camera's on. Stop. He has his body camera on.
I don't care.
Stop,
I don't care.
Step back.
Right?
Step back.
This is private property.
Okay?
I'm
not doing anything.
You're not going to videotape me and have an attitude.
At Bradley Airport, a Connecticut state trooper unlawfully detained an independent journalist, ignoring his First and Fifth Amendment rights. Despite the journalist explaining his lawful presence, the trooper insisted on ID. This overreach by police raises serious concerns about their understanding of civil liberties. What's going on here? What's going on here?
I was just explaining to Megan here that I'm an independent. Okay, thank you, sir. And your name was? Kavanaugh. Brett. Wow, like the Supreme Court Justice. Brett Kavanaugh, the Supreme Court Justice. Nothing. Just gathering content for a story. I'm an independent journalist.
Oh, great. Do you have your ID on you?
I'm not going to provide you my ID, trooper. This Connecticut, sir, is not a stop and ID state, and unless you have reasonable, articulable suspicion, I've committed.
I'm about to do that. I'm not here to get a legal advice from you.
Yeah.
I'm asking legally, an order from a state trooper to provide me your ID. You're causing alarm at the airport. Multiple people have come up to us asking what you're doing.
There's a TSA supervisor who just told me I was well within my rights.
Please?
I'm not going to cause any alarm. I don't.
Last answer.
I don't have an ID. I'm not going to put any. I'm not. I don't even have any ID on me, sir.
That's going to be it. Okay.
I can give you my name and date of birth if you'd like. Do you have your body camera on, sir?
581.
One detained, refusing to provide ID.
No, and I don't.
Knives, needles, weapons.
No.
No? Where's your ID?
I I don't have one.
No?
Sir, I'm an independent journalist working on gathering content for a story.
Okay.
I have not broken any laws.
No one said that you did. You're not under arrest right now. You're being detained.
The journalist calmly refused, citing Connecticut's law protecting privacy. Yet the trooper escalated things, handcuffing the journalist and claiming hindering an investigation. Despite the First Amendment protection for filming, the trooper ignored it. Why was the officer so determined to violate rights?
Well, why are you detaining
You're interfering with my investigation.
Sir, you need to have reasonable articulable suspicion.
I'm articulating that to you right now, that you're causing a disturbance at the airport.
I'm not going to hurt you.
You need to stop and listen to me. I'm trying to identify you because you're causing a disturbance at the airport. You refuse to provide me your ID. You're clearly doing this on purpose.
I'm gathering content for a story. I told everybody I'm an independent journalist.
I get that.
I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to
ask you again. What's your last name?
If I do not give you my name, sir,
you're going to be placed under arrest and taken to be fingerprinted to identify you.
You know, if you say you're going to put me under arrest, I will give you my name.
That's what we would have to do to identify you. It's not what I want to do.
You have no right.
I came over here just to identify.
You have no right to identify.
Your first name, Mr. Reyes?
You have no right to identify.
Are you going to stop arguing with me? Because this is causing a big problem now.
My first name is SEAN. PAUL. One word. Can I get your supervisor here, Lavoie? One. Under threat of arrest, I'm providing you that information.
1021.
Do you have a Connecticut driver's license?
No, sir. Can you
Where do you have a driver's license? Okay. 581 Bradley.
The state trooper's actions were unjustifiable, demanding ID without reasonable suspicion. It's frustrating to see law enforcement overstep in this way, especially when the journalist was just doing his job in a public space. How can we trust the system when this kind of abuse of power goes unchecked?
It's not going to work.
Sir, how am I trying to provoke it? I'm trying to instruct you and educate you.
That's not your job.
It is because I'm sitting in handcuffs.
You told me you're provoking your Fifth Amendment right to first.
Well, I can invoke it whenever I'd like, sir.
Gotcha.
For answering any questions. Okay. But for education, I won't. You just violated my civil rights. Seriously. I'm not going to say anything else. You did. Sir, are you a supervisor, sir? I am not. Can I get a supervisor here? My rights are being violated.
We're working on that.
Why are they being violated? Because I'm in cuffs and I haven't broken any laws, sir.
ID, sir? Are you trying to scare me?
I'm just saying.
Are you trying to intimidate me?
I'm trying to tell you that this is unlawful, sir.
Except you interfered with my investigation and failed to provide your ID.
You have no authority, sir. You have no authority to ask me for ID, sir. That's just the fact.
I actually do once you cause a disturbance at the airport. If you were just here and no one came to me and reported you to me, the issue is you're causing alarm and disturbance.
TSA supervisor Brett Kavanaugh came and spoke with me and told me that I have every right to film the security checkpoint.
I did not deny that. Have you heard that from me at all?
So what
You're causing alarm and disturbance to the passengers. Multiple people came to me. I'm sure you saw me standing over there.
Suspicion is not a crime, sir.
It's not. The crime.
Can you articulate to me a crime?
I did not say that there was a crime committed, sir. I tried to identify you to make sure that there was no issue here. And you refused to do that.
If I were you,
then you would not put your hands behind your back.
If I were you, I would invoke your own right to remain silent, sir, because you're just digging yourself deeper in the hole. You just said there's no crime. Go ahead. You're right. You're right. It was never a crime. There's not going to be a crime, and I wasn't.
The troopers' actions detaining and handcuffing the journalist were a blatant violation of basic civil rights. Disregarding the Fourth and First Amendments, the officer crushed freedom of speech and press. The journalist's refusal to provide ID was entirely within his rights, yet it was unjustly ignored.
Including TSA, saying this guy was acting very suspicious at the checkpoint. I observed him recording, which there's nothing wrong with that. However, when I went to identify him to find out what his business here at the airport, he refused to comply. He's like pushing the limits. He's trying to test us, I think, and see. He's saying I violated his First Amendment right, and that he didn't have to provide ID, and that's why he didn't. It took me 4 or 5 verbal attempts to get him to do that. Had to physically put his hands behind his back. He's been compliant since, but constantly questioning what I'm asking. Just being difficult. I don't think there's anything major here. I think this is what he was here to do. He says he's a journalist, and he was recording, but he has no documentation of that. And I just did a pat down. I didn't do a search, obviously.
Well, where did you find him?
He was literally right here recording everyone, recording TSA agents.
Oh, so he wasn't on the other side?
No, he's on the unsecured side, recording the TSA checkpoint, recording passengers, and people were just alarmed and disturbed by what he was doing.
Right.
So I wanted to make sure everything was safe.
I'd like to be released immediately from this unlawful detainment. I have not broken any laws. Your officer to identify me or in any way. I talked to supervisor from the TSA, Brett Kavanaugh. He told me that I have every right to film the security checkpoint. This is a public building. I'm an independent journalist. He's violating my First Amendment right of freedom of press. Just, I would like to be released from these handcuffs immediately. I have not broken any law, sir.
Okay. All right, why were you videotaping? Just out of curiosity.
Same thing I told your trooper. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
Okay.
By your trooper, sorry. And like I said, the longer I'm in here, the longer you guys are violating my rights. So I would, as a supervisor, I would...
After the incident, the journalist filed a formal complaint with Connecticut State Police demanding accountability. The sergeant's refusal to address the journalist's concerns about rights violations is outrageous. Such a lack of transparency in law enforcement is deeply troubling and highlights the disturbing disregard for the public's right to justice.
Yes, I am.
Okay. I don't want to talk to you then. If you want to videotape me, then if you want to talk to me like a man, we can chat.
But what about you guys wear body cameras here? What's the difference?
I don't have a body camera.
I understand that. Can I get your name, Sergeant?
Yeah, Brian Fahey is my name.
Brian Fahey.
Yep.
So there's a serious civil rights violation going on here. So as I was explaining to your other trooper, I'm a journalist, independent journalist working on a story.
Okay.
And I was gathering content for that story at the Bradley Airport. TSA became concerned about me filming. The first person who was concerned called the supervisor. Supervisor said, you have every right to film. It's not an issue. I know your rights. You know your rights. Continue what you're doing. One of your troopers out of Bradley Airport, trooper...
How can I help you today with pistol permits? Can I help you today with pistol permits?
Why would I don't need help with pistol permits. I need help with the civil rights violation, as I just told you, sir.
But you can contact our internal affairs department. It's online, or there's a phone number. So all these people that are online in 529 gun dealers in the state of Connecticut, that's what we're dealing with. There's an outlet for you to make your complaint.
There's a civil rights violation.
But there's an outlet for you to make your complaint, and you can make that. We've given you it.
Why are you guys acting like this?
You have your outlet. You can call IA. I can get you the number. Or you can go online and make.
This is the headquarters. Can't somebody just come down here and speak to me from my internal
our
affairs?
Internal affairs division is not here.
Where is it? So I can go there.
It's in Middletown. It's in Meriden. I'm sorry, at North Colony Road.
It's in Meriden.
Building number 11, I believe. Yes. 294 North Colony Road.
294 North Colony Road.
Yep, 11. I'm not sure exactly. You're going to go. When you come into the complex, the forensic laboratory is going to be on your left.
The officer's actions were deeply troubling. Under Connecticut law, detaining someone without reasonable suspicion of a crime is a clear violation of civil liberties. The officer's failure to cite any specific threat or violation exposes a concerning lack of respect for constitutional rights, undermining public trust in law enforcement.
You're going to take a right. There's an island. It's the last building on the right.
And that's where they're located.
You have your outlet to make your complaint. We give you plenty of outlets to make your complaint.
Yeah.
And we've offered them all to you. You have the paperwork, right, to make your complaint?
Yeah, they just gave me the complaint.
Okay. Yeah, you can go right ahead. Okay, well, then you can call IA, or you can go there, and if they have time to speak to you, they'll speak to you. But you have your outlet. You can go online and you can get the phone numbers, channels. You want to make a complaint?
Yeah, which is through internal affairs.
Yep,
it's the proper
so you've been
channels.
given that. Yep.
I will go speak to them personally.
Have a great day.
You too.
Nice talking to you.
Excuse me?
Are you all set here?
Well, yeah, there's nothing else obviously you can help me out with at this point.
So you're all set. So you're going to go to IA right now, correct? So you're going to stand here with your cell phone on.
I thought you were busy. I thought you were a busy man.
I am busy.
So you should get to work.
I should get to work? Is that what you're telling me?
If you're busy.
We're going to have a problem between you and I.
His body camera's on. His body camera's on. Stop. He has his body camera on.
I don't care.
Stop,
I don't care. Right?
I'll get off
I'm going to tell you what right now, dude. I'm not the one.
All right.
Okay? I gave you the information you needed, and I gave you your outlet. Right? You were given your outlet. No, you wanted to stand there and hold your cell phone in my face. Is what you wanted to do. Yes, you do. Take your cell phone and go and make your complaint. Okay?
Where's your car at? Where's your car at? Where's your car at?
I'm gonna go, man. I'm going.
The primary laws violated during this incident involved the journalist's rights under the First and Fourth Amendments, as well as Connecticut's General Statute Section 54(1)(a). The First Amendment guarantees the journalist's right to freely gather information and report, including filming in public spaces such as a TSA checkpoint. By attempting to stop the journalist from filming, the officer infringed on this fundamental right, which the Supreme Court consistently protects, as long as it doesn't interfere with operations or present a danger. The Fourth Amendment protects individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures, including unlawful detainment. The officer failed to provide any evidence or reasonable suspicion that the journalist was involved in criminal activity, rendering the detainment unlawful. Furthermore, under Connecticut General Statute Section 54(1)A, officers cannot demand identification without articulable suspicion of a crime. The officer's request for ID without reasonable suspicion violated this law, further compounding the constitutional violations. Watch as a black millionaire homeowner is wrongly held at gunpoint by police, exposing alarming flaws in law enforcement's judgment.
I just talked to the wrong people. We'll sort that out, okay? Now just put your hands behind your back.
Yo, this shit is crazy.
Okay, just have a seat right here, okay?
In an unsettling turn of events, a black millionaire homeowner, clad only in his underwear, was held at gunpoint by police after a false alarm. This disturbing act of overreach reveals serious flaws in law enforcement's decision-making. How could such a violation of basic rights have occurred?
You're inside, make yourself known! Hey, come on out with your hands up! Okay, alright, just come on out. You got the firearm in your hand? Yeah. Drop the gun. Drop the gun.
What you mean, come on?
Just come on out of the house, please.
I got on my drawers.
Come on out of the house, okay? Turn around. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Turn around for what?
Put your hands behind your back and get down on your knees.
For what?
Put your hand. Turn around. Put your hand. Turn around and face away from me.
I got on drawers. You gotta call your super.
Startled and in his underwear, the homeowner, a black business owner, was met by armed police after his alarm triggered. Holding a firearm in confusion, he sought to protect his property. The officers, instead of assessing, escalated, demanding compliance. Why didn't they consider his understandable fear and confusion?
Put your hands behind your back. Got a 4-4 alarm here. I got open door. I'm trying to make sure.
I just talked to the wrong people.
We'll sort that out, okay? Now just put your hands behind your back.
Yo.
Okay, just have a seat right here, okay? Just have a seat. Then you guys can run 1040. Just have a seat. What is your name?
My name is Kahoon.
Okay. Do you live here?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have an ID?
Yep.
So like I said, I got a call here for a 4-4 alarm, right? No one answers.
I can't hear you.
Okay, I made several announcements. No one heard me.
I can't hear you.
Just listen to me, okay? I made several announcements, right?
The officers responded to a 4-4 alarm. Upon arrival, the door was unlocked, which seemed odd. When the homeowner didn't immediately answer, they assumed a break-in. The presence of a firearm only heightened the pressure. Detaining the homeowner felt like an overreaction, considering the lack of immediate threat.
You got something in your hand, you tell me it's a firearm.
I'm a club owner. People try to rob me every day.
Okay, you put the gun down. I'm just trying to figure out whether you're supposed to be here or not, okay?
I got on drawers, bro. I'm not supposed to be here.
I understand that, okay? So I'm just trying to figure out who you are, all right, and whether you're supposed to be here or not.
This shit is the craziest shit ever.
This is my supervisor. This is Sergeant Bracey. Sergeant Bracey, I made several announcements when I first got here. There were no answers. Okay, he came down the stairwell. He had a firearm in his hand. Okay, I told him to drop the firearm. He dropped the firearm. He didn't want to do that at first.
I'm at home, bro. Y'all killing people these days. I'm at home. I ain't bothering nobody. I stay in the house so I don't have to bother nobody. I'm a business owner. I see somebody coming to my door. Of course I'm gonna come down with a firearm. You talking about come outside? You know what I mean? And it's I got neighbors outside.
Have a seat,
bro. How do y'all come to somebody's house to do this?
Have a seat.
The police's reaction was a disturbing overstep. Instead of assessing the situation calmly, they jumped to conclusions, treating a law-abiding citizen like a criminal. The lack of communication and failure to recognize his rights created an unnecessary, tense escalation. Such reckless actions are a clear abuse of power.
What have I done wrong?
Wait a minute. All right, come on. Let's go.
I haven't done nothing wrong.
Let's go. Step outside.
Bro, I haven't done nothing wrong.
Let's go. Step outside.
Burn up to grab the gun.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
been going on. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. The burglar alarm has been going on for a long time. He comes down with he won't comply with his commands. That's unusual. We're gonna clear the residence to make sure nobody's hurt. Make sure he's not a person.
Sergeant Bracy, Beaton, Scooter, we need to come on out.
The police's actions in this case were deeply troubling.
Wrongful detentions,
especially if rooted in racial profiling or aggression, are unjustifiable. The homeowner had every right to question the officer's legality. Unlawful detentions and excessive force shouldn't be tolerated. These actions risk eroding public trust and violating fundamental rights.
This is the homeowner.
Okay.
He is saying there's been no break-in.
Okay. Sir, let me explain to you why I did what I did, sir. The burglar alarm has been going off for quite some time. Okay? In our experience, the homeowner turns off the burglar alarm if they're there. That's very unusual. And it usually means that there's a burglar inside when we contact somebody, especially that somebody has a gun. So at that point, we made the decision to make sure nobody was hurt. Sir.
The failure to properly verify the alarms caused before taking action is another area of concern. Officers are required to respect individuals' rights to property and privacy in cases of mistaken identity or false alarms. The law requires police to handle the situation with care, ensuring they do not overstep their bounds.
Several laws are relevant in this situation, particularly concerning homeowners' rights and police conduct. The Fourth Amendment protects individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures, and in this case, the police's actions might have been an overreach, as no immediate threat was identified, and the homeowner was lawfully in his home. Additionally, state-specific trespassing laws require police to respect property rights and only enter private property under certain conditions, such as with a warrant, probable cause, or consent. By entering without clear evidence of a crime, the officers may have violated these laws. The use of excessive force is another concern, as pointing guns at the homeowner who was inside his home and not posing a threat may violate the guidelines on force. The penalties for such violations can include lawsuits for damages, disciplinary action against the officers involved, and potentially criminal charges for unlawful detention or excessive force. It's crucial to always understand your rights as a citizen, to protect yourself from potential abuses of power by law enforcement. By knowing your rights, you empower yourself to demand fair treatment and accountability. A society where law enforcement operates with transparency and integrity lays the foundation for fairness, trust, and safety for everyone.
Bitch, you ain't a dollar put me. You're a motherfucking fool, bitch.
The arrest of Oliver Hawley on June 5, 2022, by Richmond police officers Samuel Yoon and Shannon Onorati highlights systemic issues of excessive force and questionable policing practices. The bodycam footage, far from exonerating the officers, raises serious concerns about their actions and the justification for the charges filed against Hawley.
I feel like the OC would go good for this, though. Isn't OC's lesser or taser?
Blue, gray, Scott.
What's in your pocket?
Act like you gonna shoot, bitch.
The evening began with officers Yoon and Onorati responding to a 911 call about a man allegedly armed with a glass bottle. Upon arrival at Maggie Walker Memorial Plaza, the officers encountered Hawley, who was visibly distressed but unarmed. Rather than attempting to de-escalate the situation, the officers immediately focused on physical control, demanding to know what Hawley had in his pocket.
Man, just your motherfucking ass crazy, boy. It's your motherfucking ass crazy. You better hold up. I'm showing you now. Hold up, bitch. Bitch, I'm showing you fat. I'm fat. What do I do? What do you do? What did he do? He ain't do nothing, officer. He ain't do nothing, bitch, you better get your hands off me. He ain't do nothing. I ain't doing mother. Hey, let me trust him, bitch. You don't trust me. Can't tape it. That's all. What did he do, officer? They got cameras on you. Well, give me the what? What did he do, officer? Hey, you better stop pushing me in my face. Bitch, you better stop pushing me in my face, bitch. Is you crazy? You unfathomable, bitch. Unfathomable. Give me this bitch badge, bitch. Give me this bitch badge.
Come back, sir. Adam's abroad.
Let him get away, man. You keep hitting him, man, for no reason, man. Let him get away. You might get your motherfucker. Throw who over? Get on your stuff. This you crazy.
The footage shows Holly responding loudly, his tone defensive but not overtly threatening. Despite the absence of immediate danger, Officer Yoon escalates the interaction, physically engaging Holly without clear cause. Holly's confusion and resistance to what he likely perceived as unwarranted aggression.
Homeland Security! Call Homeland Security! Call Homeland! Call who over, bitch? It's you motherfucker crazy! You a motherfucking fool, bitch! Chill. Roll on your stomach, okay? Roll over on your stomach. You better call Homeland, bitch!
I got this, sir. One at a time.
We're trying to get him out of the bush real quick.
All right. So I'll just take a breath, okay?
Let me fly.
Stop.
Hey, just chill out.
Stop.
I'm not resisting. Fire cool.
You got it?
Bitch, you crazy as a bitch. You think you
Roll him over. I got this arm. Help him.
As the situation spiraled, the chaotic moments of Officer Yoon wrestling Holly to the ground, Holly's visible distress and verbal protests suggest the use of force was excessive and unwarranted. Instead of resolving the encounter peacefully, the officer's actions aggravated the situation, culminating in Holly being handcuffed and restrained.
Camera.
The footage fails to show any evidence of Holly assaulting the officers, contradicting their claims. This gap in the narrative raises serious doubts about the validity of the charges and the officers' conduct.
This one! Agent Korea, whatever you in, right here! Yeah. That's what these officers for! You up, bitch!
Once Holly is restrained, handcuffed, and lying on the ground, the footage settles slightly. The audio captures Holly's labored breathing and the officers' conversation, reflecting their attempt to assess the situation. Officer Yoon appears visibly winded, while Onorati asks for additional resources. Holly, still audibly upset, continues to protest, claiming mistreatment.
What are you going to my pocket for, man? Get the fuck out my pocket, bitch! You better get out my motherfucking bitch! Fuck you up, bitch!
Under Virginia Code 18.2-57C, the threshold for proving assault against a law enforcement officer is high. The prosecution must demonstrate intent to cause bodily harm, something the body cam footage does not support in Holly's case. Conversely, 18.2-57.1 holds officers accountable for unreasonable or excessive force. The actions of officers Yoon and Onorati, as depicted in the footage, raise serious questions about whether their response to Holly's behavior was proportional to the situation. The lack of visible threat, coupled with their failure to de-escalate, may qualify as a breach of this statute. These laws exist to strike a balance between protecting law enforcement personnel and safeguarding civilians from abuse of maze of power.
power.
When officers overstep their bounds, as seen here, it not only violates the rights of individuals like Holly, but also undermines public trust in the justice system. This case is a powerful reminder of the importance of knowing your legal rights. Up next, a shocking incident will reveal surprising errors made by the police.
A recent
confrontation between an independent journalist and the Pooler Police Department has sparked outrage,
shedding light on systemic
failures within the department. Captured in a viral video, the incident reveals a troubling disregard for constitutional rights and professional conduct by Pooler law enforcement.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm here to see the city clerk. Just want to see the city clerk.
Somebody down here wants to see you. How you doing, man? Good morning. For me, please. Can I get your temperature, please? Sure. There you go. That's perfect.
Oh, okay, great. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Are you looking for the city clerk? Yeah. Do you want to do it verbally, or do you want to fill out the form?
I want to fill out a form.
Okay, so
you want me to?
Masks or no?
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
Oh, he got a mask. Yeah, you gotta take the temperature right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the phone, yeah, all that you put in there. Key.
You want to take this picture?
The
journalist's day began with a visit to Pooler City Hall, where staff facilitated an open records request without issue. This professionalism served as a stark contrast to the hostile and unlawful treatment he would later face at the police department. City Hall demonstrated how public officials should respect citizens' rights, something the police failed to uphold.
This is general for the city.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Called or bring them up. They have a separate open records request form, but.
That's
sure.
fine.
Is that your email address on
Yeah.
there? Okay. Probably a couple hours for me to get this together, but we do have 3 business days to get to.
Just whenever you can get around to it.
Sure.
All
Now
right.
you want all city employees, not a specific department, or do you need anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you want me to walk you down? Or do you
The journalist's
visit to the police department began in the employee parking lot, a public space not marked as restricted. Sergeant Self confronted him, claiming that filming made employees uncomfortable and unlawfully demanded his ID.
Can I just get your name and badge number? Sergeant Self.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't need any help.
Yeah, you're in a secure.
It's not a secure area.
It's an employee parking lot. You're not an employee.
This is.
And you're
So
making
this
me walk inside the building. So.
This parking lot is not a secured area. It might be only for employee parking. I'm not parking in here. My car is not parked in here.
You're not an employee, and you're making
It's employees parking,
Listen
sir.
to me. You're making our employees feel uncomfortable when they come in and out from their.
I understand what I don't understand what you're saying, because how would I make somebody feel uncomfortable? I don't understand.
Because you're not an employee.
I'm a journalist exercising my freedom of press right in a public area. That would be a restricted area. Do you suspect me of committing a crime, sir?
Do you have your ID on you?
Sir, I need to know if you're suspecting me of committing a crime first.
I'm a police officer. I asked you for your ID. I need you to give me your ID.
With all due respect, sir, can I speak to another supervisor? I understand that you're a sergeant. I understand, but then you should know as a supervisor, sir, that unless you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime in the state of Georgia, that's not a crime, sir. That's not a crime. I'm asking, you should know that in Georgia, I just told you I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Suspicious is not a crime, sir. Suspicion is not a crime. You know that. Sergeant, come on. You know, suspicion is not a crime. Sir, I don't have a legal obligation to give you a driver's license or an ID, sir.
Rather than de-escalating the situation, Chief Ashley Brown exacerbated the conflict, refusing to identify himself, initially a fundamental expectation of any public servant. The chief dismissed the journalist's concerns and ordered him to leave the parking lot under threat of arrest. This behavior reflected a profound lack of professionalism and an apparent belief that police authority supersedes constitutional rights.
You need a bargain pen too, or?
Excuse me. Why can't I record while I'm in here? I have a constitutional right to film the police in the course of their duties, sir. It must be from the top down, because your sergeant doesn't know when he can legally identify somebody. I can film in the police lobby. It's my constitutional right. I have freedom of press in this country, sir. Yes, I won with the press.
Let me see your ID.
No, I'm not showing you ID. I'm not showing you any ID, sir.
You're required to show.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Yeah, no problem. How do I file the complaint if I can't get in the building? These guys are crazy. All right, let's try and open the door. Who do I hand the complaint form to when I'm done? Okay, and do I get like a receipt number or something like that?
No.
You don't get.
But you'll have it reported.
Oh, yeah, I will. You're right. What a bunch of clowns. Pooler Police Department. Clowns. We're gonna fill out this complaint on Ashley Brown. Pooler Police Department citizen written complaint form. Yeah, right here it says, all parties filing a formal written complaint are entitled to receive a copy of the original statement free of charge. So and give me a copy as it's stated on the form.
The journalist was later unlawfully trespassed from the police lobby, where he attempted to file a formal complaint against the chief. Recording public officials in publicly accessible areas is a constitutionally protected activity under the First Amendment. This case underscores the critical need to protect civil rights and ensure transparency in law enforcement. A fair and just society relies on mutual respect and understanding between the police and citizens. On the morning of May 26, 2024, suspect William Dwayne Rankin, 43 years old, was involved in a car chase with police in Florence County, South Carolina. Rankin attempted to flee after being pursued by the police and eventually crashed his vehicle on National Cemetery Road.
Right on Peppermint.
After the crash, Rankin fled into a nearby house. Deputy Trayvon Sellers, 29 years old, from the Florence County Sheriff's Office, continued pursuing the suspect into the house to arrest Rankin.
Where you at?
Hey, get on the ground! Here! 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 Stella! 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 Stella!
Who's that? Man, he's at National Cemetery Associates.
Here! I call Stella! Stella! Get on the ground!
Upon entering the house, Rankin hid under a couch cushion in an attempt to avoid detection. This was his final effort to escape the police. In the tense situation, Sellers shot Rankin 5 times, resulting in the suspect being severely injured.
I got here! I got! Oh, please, God, help me! Please, God, please, God! Oh, please! Oh, please, God, help me! God, for long time! Help me! Please, God, help me! I got here! Oh, please, God! I can't do nothing! I can't do it! Oh, God, please, God!
Nick.
I'm alright.
I'm cold for. I need you in there for. Nick.
Yes, sir. Hold on.
Notably, Rankin was unarmed when he was shot. This became a key factor in the subsequent investigation, raising questions about Deputy Sellers' actions.
I'm cool. What's up? Is there a front door? Yeah. Gotcha.
234, is there a GSW?
Hey, firm, one barber, Mike. Hey, don't move. It's hot, man. Yeah.
Rankin was taken to the hospital after the incident, but the gunshot wounds were too severe, and he succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. Following the investigation, Deputy Trayvon Sellers was charged with voluntary manslaughter, a serious crime that could lead to several years of imprisonment if convicted.
This incident
highlights the need for accountability and ethical conduct in law enforcement, emphasizing the importance of protecting individual rights while ensuring justice. What do you think about this issue? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more engaging discussions and thought-provoking content. Your support means everything to us. Thank you for being here.